morning, you're watching Entertainment Today with me, Jenny Faulkner.
And me, Ben Shepherd.
And do we have an impressive lineup on today's show or what?
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to fit it all in. Joining us in the studio in exactly 36 minutes. We had the Hoff last week, we've got the hits this week, the legendary Sir Tom Jones, finding out all about his forthcoming UK tour, only here on ET.
Oh, you missed out last week, Ben, let me tell you. Also taking residence on the ET couch will be the stars of new TV show Robin Hood. Rob himself and a couple of his gang will be here.
Singing for us for his croissants this morning, the Mercury Music Prize winner, the one and only Badly Drawn Boy with a great single.
Yeah, and Cheryl, Nadine, Sarah, Nicola and Kimberly take the ET cameras for a little spin around the set of the new Girls Aloud video.
Leonardo DiCaprio, we've got Ray Winston as well, introduced us to their fantastic new movie. You're going to love it. It's called The Departed.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. And if that wasn't enough, Matt Lucas and David Walliams chat about Little Britain Live and their Hollywood hit list for new characters.
And we're also welcoming a brand new member to the ET team this morning, our new man in New York, Mr. Tim Vincent. Morning, Tim.
Morning,
how you doing?
Tim.
Good morning. Yes, I am the new guy on the block. I'll be giving you all the latest showbiz gossip from every red carpet in New York, and there's a lot of them.
Nice one. If there's a man who's been on the red carpet, it's our Tim. Well done, Tim. Cheers. Good to have you with us. Also, 2,770 miles exactly across the space from Tim. Yeah, too right. Miss Carla Romano is joining us, of course, with the latest from Tinseltown. Morning, Carla.
Morning, guys. Hello and welcome from Hollywood. Two great movie exclusives for you this morning. Matt Damon, Angelina Jolie, Alec Baldwin and Robert De Niro's new movie, The Good Shepherd. A bit more on that later on. And also, it's the film that's got Hollywood buzzing. It is Apocalypto, Mel Gibson's latest offering. All that and a whole lot more coming up on today's Entertainment Today.
OK, now, before we get going, I have
a
Hoff report, because you missed out.
Yes.
It always happens when you go away on holiday.
What's that about? Everything goes pear-shaped when I'm not here.
I know, excuse me. There we go, I get all kind of, it comes up.
Emotional.
Yeah, I can say all emotional. On last week's show, David Hasselhoff was co-presenting with me. I know a few of you watched, many of you sent text, emails and phoned in to ask if he was OK. Now, his management company did say that he was absolutely fine. In fact, David told me, could you believe, he said he'd taken a sleeping pill because he couldn't sleep. One of the advert breaks, he said that he got up at 4 a.m. and took a sleeping pill because he was tired. I think it just kicked in when he came on the show. I'm not entirely sure.
It was exhaustion, was it?
It was. He's exhausted due to his demanding promoter. So please worry no longer. But
I'm
boy,
so
did
glad
you miss
that's
out on
all
something.
cleared up.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried about him.
I know.
The Hoff.
But Michael got some great singing tips.
As you noticed, I got bent over by the Hoff in an amazing singing technique that he taught me.
What did he ask you to do?
Oh, he was saying to bend over and to sing, and it helps with the vocal cords.
Bend over and sing?
I know.
Yeah.
It sort of works.
Try it.
That's like one.
Try it next time.
Oh, what have you been up to this week?
Yeah, well, let me tell you, morning to you guys. Well, we've got New York later, LA. I'm going to start with Chicago, but not the place. This is the musical. Now, Jennifer Aniston, see, she was in the West End. She did 2 runs of the show very successfully. She's now doing the tour, going all across the UK. She has had rave reviews so far. She's in it with Emmerdale star Dale Meeks, who you can see there he is. So you might recognise him. And I wanted to know what the fuss was about. So I travelled up to Birmingham to see the show and to chat to the guys. And first off, I mean, this is a great thing. It's the first week, right, of a 1-year run. So that's a massive, massive run for them. Shows every night, 2 on a Thursday, 2 on a Saturday. And I wanted to find out, how do they prepare before they go on stage? Here's what Jennifer told me.
Oh, God. I have to have 2 honey and lemons. What else do I have to do? I have to sing all my songs once, and if I don't, then I go on stage and I'm like, I haven't sung, it's going to be awful. There's loads of little different things that I do.
So there's a little touch of OCD there. She has to sing all her songs once. If she doesn't, well, you heard
it.
But Dale Meeks, a completely different tack. Here's what he does.
I go really quiet, because normally I'm quite noisy and people rely on me to bounce in and say some really naff jokes. But I go really quiet, which is probably a good thing for everybody else.
Now, as I said, it's a UK tour, so it's going to come to a town near you, I'm sure, very soon. It's going to Liverpool in May, which, of course, is Jennifer's hometown. I wanted to know, are a family going to wait and watch her later on, or have they been going already? They have been going a lot. Trust me, here's what she said.
My boyfriend knows every single word of the show because he's seen it that many times. My mum and my nan do, and my sister. So it's kind of they've all been to see me. They come to see me opening night in Birmingham. They're coming to Manchester. They're coming to Liverpool. So they'll be Chicago'd out by the time I finish.
Yeah, it really is going everywhere. I've got to say, I hadn't seen the show before that day. Before Monday. I absolutely loved it. It's fantastic. She is phenomenal in it as well. So if you get a chance, pop along. Could be Christmas presents. You never know. A couple of tickets for you.
Too right, why not?
Very good.
Yeah. Also, I've got a bit of news for you very quickly. I spent most of the week on a secret Take That mission. I can't tell you much about it. I know it's going to be annoying everyone.
How did you get that gig?
I know you should have gone. Well, you're busy. You were pulling the balls in the lottery, weren't you? Yeah. Anyway, so I can't tell you much more about it other than to say, if you're a Take That fan, tune in on the 20th of October, but don't miss next week because I'll be telling you a little more about it. But now, honestly, they won't let me say anything, so I'm going to keep...
Pulling the balls in the lottery. Is that something that Hoff taught you?
Yeah. It's a special skill. He helped me perfect the art of it anyway. Right, well, anyway, while you were off with Take That, which we have to talk about later, I caught up with the stars of Little Britain, Matt Lucas and David Walliams.
Excellent.
That was a good gig, wasn't it?
Big gala night the other night.
Yeah, well, it was a big celebrity gala. Obviously, I didn't get invited to that one. No, I got invited last night, and they're doing their live tour at the moment, currently starring in the stage production of the TV show. I did go and see it last night. It was very, very funny. And thank you very much, guys, for the tickets. They gave me passes to meet them in the bar afterwards.
Really?
I had to get home because I have the show this morning, so I'm sorry I didn't get there. But they really love getting the audience involved in the show. This is what they had to say about it.
Trying to include the audience as much as possible, and as soon as I come out at the start of the show as Lou and we don't know where Andy is, I talk to the audience and ask the audience, well, where is he, and so it's immediately quite pantomime and sort of very inclusive and encouraging people to sort of shout out and join in as much as possible.
Yeah, it's very theatrical, we talk to the audience a lot and we get people up from the audience on stage and we improvise
like
a lot.
Marjorie in the Fat Fighters group goes out to the audience to find a fatty to bring up on stage and wait. So
you're all right, you got no problems.
I tell you what, they do come out into the audience and everyone sits there going, don't pick me, don't pick me. Like he got a huge cheer when he came out as Marjorie. It was really very funny. Anyway, in the TV show they have lots of guest appearances.
Yeah.
They have Anthony Head and they have all these various other people. But they have got actually a couple of people on their wish list for the next series.
Any of them? Speak to Lenny Kravitz the other day, who sort of wanted to be in the show. It was quite fun, but I would love to see Lenny Kravitz dressed as a lady. Because it's not something, he's so cool.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful to see him in sort of Victorian ladies' garb. And if anybody can make that happen, I think we can.
I would like to see Clint Eastwood in tights. That would be the ultimate, wouldn't it? The most macho man, or Schwarzenegger as a lady.
Now, what I love about the show is the fact that all their catchphrases have become kind of phrases that we all say in everyday speak. So I wondered if they'd come back to haunt them. Have a listen.
But sometimes they come up to me and they go, I love that teenage character you do, the girl. I'm a bothered. Like that. They say that to me, or garlic bread or something. So sometimes people shout out a catchphrase and they think you're someone else. But no, I like it. It's great.
People sometimes think I'm John Inman.
Well, I wonder why.
It really is
Wrong
a good
comedian.
show. I know, it's a really good show and their ad-libs are brilliant and you'll see a load of that interview. We're going to show more of it next week because they've got lots of opinions about X Factor.
Have they?
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to it. I know David's a big fan. He's been down to the show. Anyway, Michael, thank you very much for the time.
Not a problem.
More news on Michael's Christmas single coming up later on that you're going to want to stick around for. First, though, our very own Little Britain character, Tony's got details of our competition.
GMTV are giving you the chance to be £10,000 better off. All you have to do is answer this question. Which of the following is an old British coin? A. Shilling. B. Grilling. C. Filling.
You can dial 09068 100 100. That's 09068 100 100. Or you can text A, B or C as your answer, plus your name and full address to 81149. Or you can enter via the website.
And remember, those lines close at 9 o'clock, so good luck, you've got 13 minutes.
Now then, time to welcome our first guest this morning. It's Robin Hood and his gang. Well, two of them, we couldn't get the whole gang in the studio. Hello to Jonas Armstrong, Sam Troughton and Harry Lloyd. Morning, guys. It's great to see you this morning.
Morning.
Not too early for you?
No, not at all.
Well used to it now.
Yeah, used to it.
As a gang of merry men, I would have thought it would be quite
not
tricky.
merry men
Oh, is that
anymore.
right? That's what's
not
the
merry
score
men,
with
is it?
that?
Well, we're supposed to be referred to now as the gang or the outlaws.
Is that because you're too macho to be
We're
married?
We're too hard to be called merry men anymore.
Is Marion still Maid Marion? Or
She's just marrying now, isn't she?
She's just
married.
Yeah. Oh, she's lost her title.
So does that mean that your gang of men are harder than like Kevin Costner's Merry Men or Michael Praed's Merry Men?
I think so.
You reckon we could have them?
Yeah, definitely. They're a bit,
I think so,
they're
yeah.
a bit more ruthless, so.
Yeah.
Now, I saw the first episode last night. I got a sneak preview of it. It's very good. I was a bit saddened to see there was no, you know, the theme tune when Michael Praed did it, The Hooded Man. That's not on it anymore, though.
No, the Big Robin.
Yeah,
it's not there.
It's moved on, but you do have a hood,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
But no tights.
No tights, and with my legs, it's probably a good thing.
We did wear long johns to start off with, but...
Is that because it's cold?
It was a little bit cold to start off with, but then it did heat up, so those had to go, definitely.
OK, well, look, Jonas, we know you play Robin, but just, Sam, tell us who you play.
I play Much.
Who is kind of like...
Robin's manservant and best friend who's been to the Crusades with him and returns at the beginning.
Yeah, and Harry, you are...
I play Will Scarlett, who is like the youngest member of the gang.
The rebel,
the one that Ray
renegade.
Winston played him years ago.
Did, yeah. I think it's quite a different version this time.
Cool. Yeah. Well, let's have a look at you all in action.
I love the fact it opens with the scene where Much is trying to shoot the deer.
Alan Dale. Alan Dale is shooting.
Oh, Alan Dale, yeah, that's it. But they've got... That's quite a famous Robin Hood story,
It is
isn't
actually, yes. Much did it in the Errol Flynn one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it opens with that.
And in Prince of Thieves, I think it happened as well.
Yeah,
there we go. But it is brilliant. I love the fact that they're very good with bows and arrows. Did you have to learn? Did you have to have some training for that?
Yeah, we turned up. Well, we got to Hungary. I got there a week prior to filming, and a few of the lads got there a bit earlier. So we had a kind of crash course in archery, sword fighting. Everything.
Thighs of steel.
He was running around with a bow.
A Hungarian hunting bow.
And none of you got anything?
No.
No.
Next year, after
Just
next
the
year, we'll
memories,
demand it, you see.
Yeah. So there's going to be another series?
We'll have to wait and see. If it does well, please God.
I think girls are going to demand to see these guys in action again, believe me.
OK.
It's a heartthrob programme, that's what it is.
Are you prepared to be heartthrob voice?
It's a tough job, but, you know.
Something tells me you might be
willing
up
to
it.
try it. I love the fact that Anthony Minghell's brother is the writer and producer of it, isn't he?
Yeah, Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic, he created it, yeah.
Well, look, good luck with the premiere.
Yeah.
Obviously, after all of the promotion and the publicity and stuff, it's going to be great for you all to see it tomorrow, and for us to finally get a good look at it.
So thank you very much.
Hopefully it'll go brilliantly, though, but thank you very much for coming in.
Cheers.
Great to see you. Unfortunately, that's it for part one. We've got so much to squeeze in, we've got no time. We've got Tom Jones, Badly Drawn Boy, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ray Winston, the Girls Aloud Girls, Tim Vincent's going to be in New York for us, and, of course, Carla all the way over in LA. That's all still to come. Don't go away.
Becoming Mrs. Elliot will be the greatest day of my life. Fred Elliott's only ever wanted one thing.
I'm not a week away from getting wed. And you tell me you wish it were you?
To honour and obey.
I'm in a pickle, Ashley. A terrible one.
To be true and loyal.
He married the wrong one.
And to love with all his heart, as if each day were his last.
Dad!
If I should never see you again, I'll never forget you.
Every time you wash with Ariel at 30 degrees, you'll be saving up to 40% of the energy you normally use. Ariel gives you brilliant results, even at low temperatures. So working together, we can save enough energy to light up to 1,000 villages. Ariel, for cleaning that's really bright.
There's loads of saturated fat in a bag of Walker's crisps, isn't there? What do you reckon? 95% of your guideline daily amount? Well, the truth is, there's only 5%. Just thought you'd like to know.
Cod, Britain's favourite fish. It can take a day to get to you, but it could take over a week. The fishing industry has a scoring system to test the quality of cod. It's called the Karlsruhe scale.
So 9 tastes like it's straight out of the water.
And 4?
I'll show you.
It's stale. So the fish drops down the scale the longer it's been out of the water?
Yes, unless it's frozen.
Because all our fish is frozen, it stays fresher for longer. Birdseye, 5-star food, frozen.
The volcano god must be appeased.
When trouble erupts, reach for Rennie. Rennie relieves heartburn and indigestion fast. For fast relief, reach for Rennie.
Guess which is the UK's favourite broadband? Is it BT? Is it AOL? No, it's cable. From NTL or Telewest. Hurrah! Cable. If you can, you should.
When you have a tension headache, you don't have to reach for pills, because Forehead can block pain signals caused by tension headaches. And clinical trials confirm that Forehead works fast to give you the relief you want from pills, but in a completely different way. Forehead, fast headache relief without pills.
Hands up, who wants great tasting Bassett's soft and chewy omega-3 with vitamins? A delicious way to take omega-3.
Working on This Morning on Fridays is the best way to start the weekend. We laugh from the moment we come in the morning, normally because we look so dreadful, right through the day. We really are a family here and a great team. We have such amazing fun making the show, and I hope that comes across to people at home and that they have as much fun watching it.
Entertainment Today, sponsored by Universal Music and Woolworths Artist of the Week, Snow Patrol.
Welcome back. Time to check in with Hollywood Now. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Jenna. Listen, Jennifer, I know how much you love your clothes. How much would you like Victoria Beckham as a shopping partner?
Do you know what? I actually think if she was footing the bill, I'd like it.
Happy day.
Yeah.
She's dangerous, isn't she? Well, she's just whisked Katie Holmes, her new best friend, it would seem, to Paris for a girly weekend of doing some serious damage to those credit cards. They've both left the balls and chains at home and the babies. They'll be doing a bit of shopping, maybe catch a few of the best fashion shows in town. Now, David Beckham and Tom Cruise have been very good friends for a long time, but these two girls have just started to bond really since Katie had baby Suri. Apparently, Posh has been on the phone every couple of days just to check that she's okay. So she decided it was time for Katie to have a little bit of me time. So that's what she's done, a bit of pampering, the whole 9 yards. What a good friend, I think, Victoria's turned out to be to Katie Holmes.
Yeah, it's not strange in any way, is it?
No one goes shopping and looks that immaculate. You're always flustered, you don't wear shades.
Sweating, bedraggled, I know.
OK, let's get on to some of the stuff that I'm interested in. De Niro's got a new film out, Carla.
Yes, he does. It's called The Good Shepherd, and this is a good one. Now, De Niro directs it, Ben. He also stars in it, as does Angelina Jolie, Matt Damon, Alec Baldwin, Michael Gambon. The list goes on and on. Now, it's about a CIA operative who becomes very suspicious of the agency that he works for. Not as all as it seems, let's just say that. He eventually has to sacrifice his own ideals and possibly even his family. It's out in January. But of course, we're not going to make you wait that long. Here's a little taster.
The president has asked me to look into creating a foreign intelligence service.
My orders came through. I'll be going overseas.
What are you going to do, Edward? Save the world?
I'll do what I can.
Welcome to our little clubhouse. You're going to have to learn the English system of intelligence.
I'm here to see a tailor. How was the fishing? Set the mongoose free.
Now, Ben, another film that I think that you will love is Mel Gibson's latest offering. It's called Apocalypto, and it's about the decline of the Mayan kingdom. Now, the whole movie is shot in Yucatec, which is the Mayan language, not in English. But then again, you know what? The Passion of Christ was shot in Aramaic, which eventually made that movie $600 million. So I guess Mel Gibson's hoping it's going to be a repeat performance. Fantastic reviews, Ben. It's been described as a powerful masterpiece. This film has to do well, given Mel's recent antics. He's been ostracised from Hollywood. Now, before the whole Mel incident, this was seen as a possible Oscar hopeful, a major money spinner. The test screenings done very well. I've even heard that there's been standing ovations. I think it just depends on whether or not people will go to the cinema, pay their own money to see Mel Gibson after what's happened. It might be a bit too soon for that, but I've got to tell you, America, big fan of second chances. So this may be Mel's second chance out in the UK in January.
Looks great. It's got a look of Last of the Mohicans, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. Daniel
It does a
Day-Lewis
bit,
film.
yeah.
Looks fantastic. Right, Carla, we're going to have to leave it there for the time being. We will be hopefully coming back to see you a little bit. We're going to time travel, though, from LA to New York, where it's about 2 minutes to 4 in the morning. Morning, Tim. Thanks for staying up.
I can just about stay up at the moment, Ben, yeah.
It's great to have you as our new man in New York. Tell us what you're going to be doing.
Well, I already work over here on a big show called Access Hollywood, which is a show that goes out 6 nights a week, which consequently means that I'm at all the showbiz parties, visiting movie sets, interviewing the stars. So I'll be giving you all the gossip of what's going on, especially from the British perspective.
Oh, see, I'm really looking forward to that because we remember you over here. You did Blue Peter, Emmerdale, Children's Ward. Don't you love that? But let's have a look at what you...
Children's Ward. Yeah, we remember you. There you are. We've got pictures
We've got
of it as well,
pictures and
Tim.
everything there, Tim. But what we're going to do is we're going to look and see what you're doing now.
I'm a New York expert now. I'm feeling like a local. You're talking to me. I've always wanted to say that. Badly.
Pretty good.
Really?
Maybe we should leave it to the professional now.
Sean, it's a bit windy now, but a blizzard is predicted for tomorrow's nuptials. But despite the hardships, a full frontal assault is underway to make sure the wedding goes without a hitch.
I have to ask you what you're wearing as well, because you look fantastic, as always.
Look at the tag. What does it say?
It says medium.
No.
No, it doesn't. What does it say? Oh, Valentino.
Yes, I
Wow.
knew that. I just wanted him to look down my back, because how often you get a cute guy on a balcony?
Does that mean I have a chance to take you out then?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes. What does it depend on?
Guy or bad guy?
I'm a very good guy.
Honest guy.
Can you just say...
Lie, you can't cheat.
Not anymore. It's all over now I've met
Well,
you.
if you've ever cheated, you're out of here.
Can we have a kiss as well? So lovely. I meant for me. Oh, thank you.
Well, there's a lot of jealous people who've seen that you got a kiss from Orlando Bloom there, aren't you, Ben?
Very jealous, Tim, very jealous.
So, Tim, you're going to be bringing us all the exclusive gossip from New York, aren't you?
As you can see, I'm just going to flirt my way across Hollywood. Yes, but we've got an exclusive already we're going to be showing you next week. I sat down with Elton John, who told me a few interesting perspectives about the Beckhams and other things, so that's next week, and Jessica Simpson and why she's been banned from a chain of shops.
Wow, interesting. OK, brilliant. Tim, thanks very much. It's great to see you
Tim.
looking so... You can go to bed now, mate. Get your head down.
You guys.
He must be exhausted.
He must be, but it's good to have him with us. Now, look, I've got 3 words for you. Gutted, gutted and gutted. A shoot with Girls Aloud, ET cameras and no me.
I know, they're not ugly, are they?
You see what happens when you go away for a week?
Good morning and welcome to the Girls Aloud video shoot. This is for our new single, Something Kind of Ooh, and we've invited you lot in this morning, so if you want to come with me.
The concept of the video, we're all driving to a club, got a few different cars, and that's my car, the red one.
But the exciting part's yet to come because we've got a big dance section later on, and that's what I'm most excited about.
We're just 5 girls out on the rise having a good time. It's quite real, isn't it, really?
There's been a lot of speculation that the band's going to split because we chose to do the greatest hits next.
We're at a point where we feel it's the right time to release the greatest hits we've had. Whatever happens after that, who knows?
We have so many songs that we've done that have done so well. We kind of want to throw them all together onto a greatest hits.
My favourites are Love Machine and Sound of the Underground.
It is now 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I've only done 1 shot.
It's going to be a late one, I think. I think we were a bit late with like makeup and stuff.
I suppose my husband makes me go ooh. No, I would recommend marriage to the whole world. It was definitely the best day of my life, and it's great. I can't wait till the rest of the girls get married so I can actually enjoy it on the other side of it as well.
Have I found the right man yet? Who knows? Jesse, yes, has once or twice called me the brat, and I don't appreciate it at all. I am not a brat. He's always falling asleep. He's getting old, you see, so he falls asleep a lot, so I call him an old man.
The highlights for me since we first got together has been both of our tours, because that's where we really, really enjoy ourselves performing live to people.
Entertainment today, thank you very much for coming to our video shoot, and I hope you all really like the song in the video. Bye.
They're so pretty.
They are.
Something Kind of Ooh is out on the 23rd of October. Oh, let's have your fact.
Our cameraman on camera 3, very interesting, John, has told me that was a high-definition Ultimeter. One of the first time it's been used, a glass Ridge Viper. that film was shot by the same way that Last of the Sun and Wine shot.
Yeah. You see, now I'm sure everyone at home is very grateful for that, so thank you, John.
It explains so much, like why he's single, and things like that. There you go, that's it for that part. Don't move a muscle. Tom Jones is going to be in the studio straight after the break. Badly Drawn Boy going to be performing, and Leonardo DiCaprio chatting about his new movie. See you in a bit.
All those bathroom surfaces, all those different cleaners. Well, new Mr. Muscle Multitask Bathroom not only cleans the usual stuff, it even cleans mirrors to a sparkling streak-free shine. And glass. New Mr. Muscle Multitask Bathroom loves the jobs you hate.
Mums, it can be hard to find lunchbox fillers your kids will enjoy every day. Try Froobs. These convenient tubes are a great product for your kids' lunchboxes. They're easy to open, there's no need for a spoon, and they're fun to eat. Made with fromage frais and fruit puree, kids love Froob's fruity taste. And you can freeze them, so they keep your lunchbox chilled and they're nicely cool by lunchtime. A great lunchbox treat? Try Froobs from Yoplait. Brand power, helping you buy better.
Glass protection, metal shine, rinse aid action, salt action, and fairy. It's got everything but the kitchen sink.
When I grow up, I'm a fireman. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a penguin. Do it for the penguin. Do it right now. Do it for the penguin. Do it right now.
No matter what your little penguins get up to, Persil Non-Bio will be tough on stains, but sensitive on their skin. Sensitive cleaning from Persil Non-Bio.
He walked into my life, and now he's taking over.
Nor knows that sometimes the unlikeliest matches turn out best. Thai-style lime, red chili and coconut. One of the new stir-fry sauces from Knorr Chicken Tonight. A beautiful meal in 10 minutes. Put Knorr in, get more out.
Yorkshire Building Society has just revealed some rather special mortgage deals. But what else do you expect from the 2 times winner of Mortgage Magazine's Lender of the Year? To see how much you could save, visit a branch or call 08451 650 650 today.
Enjoy the goodness of olive oil every day. Bertolli Spread.
We've been thinking.
Come on, team, let's go!
Isn't our cow beautiful?
I'll try a spell.
Wouldn't it be great if one of these was our magic bean?
It was a monkey's best dream come true. We can't think of a better place to be this autumn.
Entertainment Today, sponsored by Universal Music and Woolworths Artist of the Week. Snow Patrol.
Welcome back to Entertainment Today. Now it's time to kick back, chill out and enjoy a fantastic tune from the one and only Mercury Music Prize winner, Badly Drawn Boy. This is Nothing's Gonna Change Your Mind.
This would be easier if you'd understand. Face the truth and realize that none of this was planned. The way we worry about such little things. Take the time to take the break, and darling, spread your wings. I stole all the roses that make your crown, and now it's easier to just put aside the things that face us now. Well, let's dance To the beat of the drum, let's go out where we don't know anyone, 'cause it's you. Don't need anyone else, I've got you. Don't need anyone else but you. Strange when something comes from nothing. I came around to your ways of thinking about these things. Saw your face in a crowd. I knew that you were special, and it would change my world if I could help you now. But nothing's gonna change your mind. No one's gonna help you now. If nothing's gonna change your mind, but no one's gonna help you find your place in this world. So strange, lean on me, I'll help you now. Well, let's dance to the beat of the drum. Let's go out where we don't know anyone, 'cause it's you. I don't need anyone else, I've got you. Don't need anyone else but you. No one could ask for more. But nothing's gonna change your mind, and no one's gonna help you now. Nothing's gonna change your mind, and no one's gonna help you now. Now.
Fantastic.
That was
How about
great.
that? Thank you very much, guys. It's great to have you with us this morning.
Thank you very
Nothing's Gonna
much.
Change Your Mind is released on Monday, and Badly Drawn Boys' new album, Born in the UK, is released the following week on the 16th of October. Thank you so much for
I'm
coming. It's
looking
great to have
forward
you.
to that. Thank you very much. Now, if you've got 2.5 hours to spare this weekend, I can only recommend one thing. Go and be entertained by Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese, Ray Winston, Martin Sheen, Mark Wahlberg. Have a look for yourself.
This is not the regular police. This is the state police.
We are an elite unit.
This is who we're after.
Frank Costello.
You won't be paid as a regular cop, but there's a bonus involved.
So what do I do? Matt Damon and I sort of play two sides of the same coin. We play this sort of duality of man type of character, where he goes off and takes the evil route, and I take the sort of good route in life.
Hey, last time I checked, I tipped you off, and you're not in jail.
Getting the feeling we got a cop in my crew.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of getting that feeling, too.
He's one of yours.
About police and, you know, them going undercover, moles, and information, disinformation, and deceit. So it was like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Jack Nicholson was kind of the gel that brought us together.
I'm sure by now you know I got an informer in my outfit. Cop. State East, Boston Police Department.
You sure it's not the FBI?
I want to talk to you about Jack Nicholson because I'd read somewhere you were saying that he's very unpredictable when you're acting with him. You never know what you're going to get, and you quite enjoyed that.
I had situations where he would come in with a, you know, the prop guy would tip me off that he had whiskey and matches and fire extinguisher, and he didn't know what was going to happen.
It must have been great fun. I mean, obviously you enjoy what you do anyway, but to come on set with people like Alec Baldwin, Martin Sheen, and Jack Nicholson just must have been a hoot.
That's the great thing about getting to work with Scorsese is he attracts that sort of talent, and everyone really feels. It's weird. It's like I don't know what you'd attribute it to, the World Cup of movie-making experiences.
And the one big worry is always, you know, I've been watching them for years and you love them, and I just hope they end up to be nice people.
Now, your character, he's a tough man, and that's saying something, isn't he?
There's tough men who are men. I wouldn't kind of class him as a man, in a way. He's, for someone who actually acts out what he does and how he goes about doing it, it's not necessarily tough, it's very cold.
Do you like to watch yourself back?
I don't like watching it with other people. I like watching it on my own. I have to watch a film 2 or 3 times before I really see it properly, because I'm too busy watching myself.
Sooner or later, he's gonna find out who I am, and he's gonna kill me.
I can get the rat. You just gotta let me do it my way.
If you don't, it won't be me who pays for it.
Brilliant
seen
film.
that?
Not yet. I can't wait. It's out today.
So brilliant. I'm going to see it again. Anyway, right, OK, now everyone, upstanding, please, and hip swing. You do it. Woo! To welcome our next guest, we're very honoured to be joined by the Tiger himself, Sir Tom Jones.
Hey, Tom, great to see you.
Thank you.
See, Tom, you've been on the show loads of times before, but you've never actually been in the studio.
That's right. Come and have a
Great
seat on
to
our
have
sofa.
you in, finally.
Thank you.
Please sit
It's quite
down.
an art to sitting on it.
Is it?
It's a sort of a student-y beanbag, but we like affectionately call it our banquette. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You've got the hip
Got a
swaying on
little,
the sofa. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah. You're about to embark on a big tour over here, aren't you?
Yeah, we start next Tuesday in Brighton and in Bournemouth and all over the country from there. Manchester, Sheffield.
After all these years performing and releasing single stuff, is it the live tour that you enjoy the most?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what people say, don't they? They say you do the job because of the live gigs.
That's right. Well, I do. You know, some people like being in the studio, recording studio, which is fine, you know, to get the songs done and get the product out there. But the fun, the real fun, comes in singing it live to people, and that's when you know, if something's going to happen or not.
Yeah.
We've got actually a shot of you at a concert, Tom, and you get everyone involved. What they do is like look how much control you have of the crowd. You tell them to sway, and the whole place sways with you. Look.
They're like putty in your hand, Tom.
Well, there you go.
Is it the feedback that you get from the crowd that really gives you the vibe to sort of go out there and keep performing?
That's right, definitely. That was in Cardiff, that one. So that's always.
I think one of the things I love is the amount of hits you've had, and it's only when you see them all together you suddenly appreciate how great this concert is. We just want to have a look at a gig you did in Cardiff back in 2001, just to give everybody an insight. If you're going to go to Tom's tour, which starts in Brighton on the 10th, then this is the sort of thing you're going to see. Enjoy this.
There's only a few of them as well.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. My desire. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. Watch you, pussycat. Whoa. Watch you, pussycat. Whoa. Sans bomb, you're my sad mom, and you can't give it to me when I need to come along. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss.
To finish with the hips.
Trademark.
Everyone goes mad when you do that, though, don't they?
Well, yeah.
When you go on tour, I mean, we hear all sorts of things about pop stars and rock stars sort of going on tour and having riders or having a routine. Have you got a rider, Tom, that you always insist on, sort of orange Smarties and whatnot?
Plenty of water, bottled water.
Yeah, do you not go through litres when you're on stage?
Yeah, a lot of water. So you got to have bottled water because you never know what the water's going to be like in different parts of the world, especially.
Do you ever ask for anything, Tom? What I'm getting at, do you ever ask for anything just because you can?
Yeah.
I always like to get some nice white wine and red wine.
That's good.
Some champagne.
That's a good start.
And a bottle of cognac once in a while.
Do you drink that before you go on stage?
No.
That doesn't help the hip sway.
No,
it would help me hip sway.
That's for later on. That's for relaxation time.
No, I do say you have partied with some great people. I mean, I remember I've spoken to you and you said, you've Stones and Sinatra. You went out with him.
Yeah.
So you've done the original Ocean's 11 with Sinatra, but you've also done the new Ocean's 11 because you've been out with Clooney, George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney. Yeah.
Who's the wildest, Sinatra or Clooney?
Well, I knew Frank Sinatra more than I do George Clooney. So Sinatra was wild in his day, but he had a great character. But he was a man's man. I mean, I used to drink with him at a bar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. And it was great just to stand there with him and have a few drinks with him, And
a bit of banter.
Yeah, and I remember this woman came up one night and she says, "Oh, my God, the two of you together, I have to have a picture." So he said, well, if you're going to have a picture, just get it right. So he sent for the camera girl at Caesar's Palace, you know, professional photographer. And we had this picture taken for this woman, which I have in my bar in my house, because it's a great picture of... I'm sort of sitting there with a glass, and Frank has got his hand on my shoulder, and it's a really great shot.
So you know you've made it when you've got a bar in your house. That's what I say.
Well,
that's my
and a photo of you and Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to
it.
get that, but I'll take the bar. Now look, the tour is coming out. Obviously, we're going to start that. When are you going to be releasing again?
Well, we're talking... I was just in New York a couple of weeks ago, so we're talking about records again. So hopefully I'll start to record at the end of the year, and by the beginning of next year, hopefully, we'll get an album out of mostly new stuff.
Oh, brilliant.
So busy, that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
well,
so
now, Tom, I know that you... Sir Tom, I should really say.
Yes, we aren't being polite enough, are we?
So sorry. I keep forgetting that you've had a Christmas single. Do you remember the one you did with Cerys Matthews? Well, can I bring Michael in? Come in, Michael, because we need your advice.
Michael, come and squeeze.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
Shall I move these?
Sure.
Here we go, and you can put you near a Jenny. There we go.
All right.
I can squat on the end. You can have the better position.
Okay. That'd be on my rider.
Michael is basically involved in a Christmas single this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, yeah. And the big news actually is we were announcing today what it's called, and we're going to raise money for charity as well. So shall I go straight? I'll go straight into it and tell you about it. It's going to be called December Brings Me Back to You. Here are the lyrics. So Tom, there's one for you there. And there we go, guys. You can sort of learn those words. Now, this is actually the song that Andy and I sat down with the two other guys in the studio and put together.
I love Ben, I love Jen, December Brings Me Back to You.
That's not how it goes.
Lovely.
I can also tell you that it's going to be for charity. All the money is going to go to Bernardo's, the children's charity. So it's all for a good cause.
Do you see how he stresses that to make us go and buy it?
You've got to go and get it. Do you know what? It's frightening. Next week, you're going to get to see what happened when we actually recorded the single. It's down, it's there, it's waiting to be mixed. But what I want to say was, I know that you had the hit with Cerys Matthews.
Yes.
So you used to. Any advice you can give? Because David Hasselhoff told me to bend over when I sing, which
I saw that. I saw the clip of that.
Yeah, it wasn't possibly the best advice. But so Tom, what advice can you give me?
To record, well, you just first of all you have to like the song, and you have to learn it.
Right.
So you know it, and then just get in and do the best you can, but feel relaxed with it.
Right.
You know, don't get uptight. And which some singers do, you know, they close up.
Yeah.
So you got to try and relax and know
You've got to relax, drink water, enjoy yourself.
Plenty of water.
That's great. Stop. Thank you very much.
Great advice.
All right.
Okay, we've got to tell you, we're running out of time very quickly. We've got to tell you who's won 10 grand earlier when we asked you this question. Which of these following is a British coin? There you go. A, shilling. The computer randomly selected the winner from all the correct entries. And there it is. Keith Stanlake in Bristol.
Congratulations. Time for us to say goodbye now.
Tom's going to be on the website as well, doing a web chat, gm.tv.
Thank you very much, Sir Tom, for joining us.
My pleasure.
See you
It's
soon.
great to have you. Good luck with the tour as well.
Thank you.
Entertainment Today, sponsored by Universal Music and Woolworths Artist of the Week, Snow Patrol.